coming up on this exciting episode of the Angrygeeks Show.
Dingleberry!
Comic books stacked, games on the screen, talking about the heroes and the ones in between. From Gotham to the stars, through the multiverse they go. It's nerd life loud on the Angrygeeks Show. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. From cosplay queens to legends in town. Grab your popcorn, let your fandom flow. It's time to tune in to the Angrygeeks Show. Superman debates, Boba Fett's jetpack. Marvel versus DC, no holding back. Con floor interviews, hot takes they throw. They'll nerd out with you on the Angrygeeks Show. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. Legends, creators, the best all around. Grab your Funko, your lightsaber glow. It's time to tune in to the Angrygeeks Show. From horror flicks to retro toys, geek girls, geek guys making all the noise. With passion and heart, they're running the game. If you're part of the tribe, you're part of the flame. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. Fandom united in every town. Con to con, let the good vibes grow. All hail the kingdom of the Angrygeeks Show.
Hey, it's Monday evening. Thank you for tuning in. I'm one cool devil. She's one hot angel. We got our guest in the back, and he's got his camera working. We can see him, and yes, it's awesome. Sophia,
Yes.
you did good, man. I mean, this is before we even get to anything. Before we talk about what we did over the weekend, before we warm everything up, I gotta say, that's awesome. Oh my God, that's definitely going to be. Oh, he can't hear us. Okay.
Okay.
We'll take care of that, Mike. Don't worry. We will work on it. I got to say, that is awesome.
Came out sick, didn't it?
It did. It did. I mean, that is like super incredible. And wow, just insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. And before we got to help Mike with his
mic.
problems. Yeah, Mike with his mic. He says he can't hear us in the back, so we have to help him out. But really quick, July 3rd. Look up. We're back on the radio. Nerd Wars. Nighttime Will. Steve Sanderson. We are going to be back on the radio for our radio time. It's Superman edition. So make sure you guys tune in if you are in the Western Mass area. If not, 93.9 The River. Sophia and I talk all about Superman, man. That's right. My patron saint. We're going to be sitting there talking about it. We're going to be taking phone calls. We're going to be rocking and rolling. Sophia, are you excited to be back on the airwaves?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think me and Will are going to be having another Macho Man sound off. So we'll take care of that for sure. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And for sure we'll do that. And all right. So what did you do this weekend?
I forget. Miss Void terribly.
I know you miss Void, and I don't know. So let me really quick, before we bring our guest on, let's go to private chat and tell Mike really quick. Go to settings and
Yeah, because he can't hear us.
test your speakers.
Technical difficulties.
Yes. Sorry about this, guy. All right. Now, sorry about that. Our special guest is a cool cat. He's a legend. And Sophia's going to be introducing him. But he was having a little bit of problems. We got him fixed. We had no camera. We had no this. Now he can't hear us. So we just had to send him something. Anyway, so Sophia, my God, get to the comments really, really quick.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to speed read. All right, you got Voids and Hearts. Thank you so much. Oh. Thank you, Mary. All right, Guy says, hello, Lewis and Triple O.
Well, hello, Guy.
Hello there. Oh, I'm supposed to be popping them up. Oh my God, I'm sucking at my job. Okay, yes, Void says.
Badass Lewis. Okay, keep going. Come on now. We got to get Mike.
Hey there. They absolutely stunningly beautiful Sophia and the badass Lewis. Oh, unfortunately, I won't be able to join the radio program, unfortunately. Oh, because it's not in his country.
Yeah.
Bummer. I'll send you the link after. Lord Mango, hello. LOL. Guy says tech support. Yeesh. Mango. Jesus. Void says, I miss you too, babe.
Oh, babe. Oh my God.
Mango says, Sophia. Wow. Okay. All right. Sophia was bored this weekend. She forgot she hung out. No, Mango.
All right. Can we get to the guest, please? Please.
I hit Mango in the face with the seat of my car on Saturday.
All right. Can you please?
Yes, we are. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe Void is talking to you, Lewis. Okay. Without further ado, welcome, Michael.
Mike, can you hear us? And we can't hear you, Mike.
Dang it, Bobby.
I'm not sure you can hear me.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
You can hear me? Well,
yes.
I cannot hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to. I cannot hear you, which is, I don't exactly know what to do on that.
Okay, let's see. Sophia, we're going to do this. Now, explain to the crowd exactly who Mike is. And I'm going to write Mike a note.
Okay, so everyone, this is Mike. I met him at EC3Con with Void. He is a voice actor. He does a whole bunch of different Pokemon voices, like Psyduck. Oh,
private. It's so small. I'm so sorry. You can hear me. Is that right?
Yes.
You can hear me. Okay. Let's see. I don't know American or any other international sign language. I'm going to maybe if you want to. It's on an Android phone.
Okay. So,
Guy answered him. Guy, can you? We're gonna have to go through.
Oh yes, okay, Guy.
Chat.
Guy. This is what I need you to do. This is what I need Guy to do.
Mods, yes.
I'm so sorry for this.
No.
It says you're on the show. Everyone can see and hear you. That is a lie.
We can.
Oh, maybe everyone can see and hear me, but I can't hear it, and I can see you, but I can't hear you. I'm sorry. The mic seems to be on. Let me. Oh, the mic get more. Let me hit more. Oh, let's see. What does that say? Mike, go to settings and test your speaker. Okay. It says camera and audio, echo cancellation, mic volume, but it does not give me my speaker.
Did he freeze?
No. Yes, he did. Oh my God.
Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. Ow.
Are we both typing the same thing at the same time, Sophia?
No, that's because it's connected.
Oh, okay. And he froze. Anyway, before Mike comes back, so what was the event that you had this past Saturday?
Oh, he came in another.
And Mike, you're back.
Mikeception.
Not another one of me, I hope.
Are
yes.
you there? Can you hear us?
I know that you're talking, and I know you can hear me, but I'm just not hearing you. I'm sorry. Do you want me to call in, maybe, or should say test your speaker? It does not. Does not say that. Let's see.
Okay.
No. It says Mike, Cam, chat, more. I hit more. Comments, recording, stream this to your audience. Settings. I hit settings. Camera and audio. I hit audio. Default microphone. Automatically adjust microphone volume, but no, nothing for.
He said to call in. Is that something that can be done? He could call you on the phone. He could be on.
That doesn't seem to be doing anything either. Volume up and down. Is your volume up? It is way up. Yes, it is.
It's way up. Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. Let's see.
I'm sorry.
All right, Mike. How about that? How about that? Are you okay now?
He froze again.
He froze again.
Oh, this is funny.
So while Mike gets everything fixed,
can he call you on the phone, or is that not?
yeah, he can call. He can call.
All right,
me.
let him know. Like in the private chat, if you want to send him your number, and he can call in. There he is.
And are you there, Mike? Okay.
Let him know if he could call.
All right.
Sorry.
Call.
Maybe
You call.
I'm
let
trying
me
to get
take out my power cord. Maybe that will do something. Hello,
No.
can you hear me now? You can hear me,
Yeah.
but I'm not hearing you at all. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, Mike, it's okay.
You can't hear us.
Well, I can show you my Psyducks on here. I guess he
Psyduck!
gave me this. It's not...
Yay!
Mike,
Maybe this is an innovation in new streaming where
call. Private chat.
I answer
Mike,
questions that
call.
Private chat.
you want us to call. You want me to call you?
Yes, private chat.
Okay, I'm going down. It says he could just get Sophia's Twitch to hear, but it'd be delayed.
No.
I'm not sure I have your phone number, but
Private.
if you want to text it to me or
can't read
email
that.
it to me, that would be great. You want to email it to me and I'll call in?
Yeah, Sophia, why don't you do that? You want to email him because his emails. Okay.
Why don't you email it to me and or if you have my phone number, you can text it and I'll call to you. How's that? Does that make sense?
Here. Man, good. Thank you. I don't know why you were like
I already sent it
Private
in private chat. Yes.
private chat.
Meaning what? Not sure what that is. Okay, I mean a private chat, but where? On what platform?
On this one, where we
There
were
is not.
talking.
It does. I know you still keep pointing down there. Oh, chat. One chat. Yes, chat with everyone in the studio. That's what it says. Oh, I got it. You can probably still see me, but I can't see you.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Oh, this is funny. Welcome to the chaos. It's like my stream when I'm gaming. Something's always up with the audio. Oh Lord. This is funny. All right, everyone, just excuse us. We're trying to make this work. Best show ever.
What the heck?
Oh, this is hilarious. Oh
Hey,
my
Mike.
God. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Charmander.
Hey.
Frozen.
No, he's there. Are you there, Mike?
I am. I can hear you.
All right. So let's see.
So tell him he's frozen again.
Let's just hope that the first part of the show isn't the best part of the show.
I hope not.
Hello.
And-
Oh my gosh, Toby. I did not realize that was you.
All right. Are you all set? Can you guys hear him? And he went away again. Mike.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Can you guys hear Mike? Your camera went away.
Right, because I'm calling you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you can't do both? Oh, Lord.
All right. So you are a legend in Pokemon.
Obviously not in telecommunications.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Well, you have. I'm going to take my cover off. I'm going to try and get you the best speaker possible. All right, Mike.
Okay, then.
Can you say one other thing?
Cha cha cha.
That's awesome.
Okay. Wow. This is a first on the Angrygeeks, and we are very, very happy to have you on.
And you're hoping it's the last.
No.
No. We'll get you straightened out. We'll have to have you back on.
Okay.
All right, because we are streaming live on Pod TV and across. We're not only nationwide, we're international. So
That's great.
yeah.
You've treated you've treated the entire globe to this horrible debacle that I've created.
Well, at first, Mike, it's like I was sending you emails and I was not getting no reply, and I'm like, Sophia, does he? I don't know what's going on, and I'm not getting no replies. And Sophia's like, oh, I'm getting all the replies. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Has he watched any of our shows and doesn't like me for some reason?
Aw.
Yes and no. Well, I mean, no and yes. No. That's absolutely not. No, it's just I clicked on that link. But I'm sure this is boring to the audience. Let's get on to a new boring subject.
Okay, new boring subject. How do you find each voice that you create for each character? It doesn't have to be Pokemon, doesn't have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever voice that you're working on, how do you find a voice for each one?
We have them sent by Amazon. We just order them on Amazon, and usually it's second day delivery. They've been a little slower recently, but well, I've been going to conventions for a while now. As you may have mentioned, I did a lot of the original voices on the Pokemon television series and the games and the movies and the TV commercials for a couple times. And the thing is, people ask me questions similar to that. And, there are two answers. One is that we always had the original Japanese track to go by. Now, we didn't always do exactly. You can't exactly mimic what the Pokemon did in the original Japanese because the names are different and the people are different. And, sometimes I was also hired to adapt and direct the shows. I didn't just do the voices, luckily for everybody, or unluckily, that you have to ask the actors. So we had that as a reference. So we had an idea. The other thing is, everybody imitates things, right? As you're a kid, you have a teacher, they imitate the teacher or your older brother or your sister or, whatever it is. And so, that's kind of a natural thing. So you see a Rattata or Rattata, as some people call him, and in Japanese does whatever he does. And they just go, Rattata. Everybody can do that to some extent, right? Mm-hmm. So I was just, I guess, fortunate for me, at least, to be the one that was there and the one who was charged with getting them done. And so, a lot. When people ask me, like, they say, "Oh, I'm an actor like you." Well, I have acted, but I don't call myself an actor. I'm sure you've danced, Lewis, but do you call yourself a dancer? I don't know. Maybe you do. I haven't seen the show, but which might be a nice addition to the show if you did, a little, foxtrot or cha-cha or something. But so that's the answer to that question that you asked about half an hour ago.
Amazing answer. Thank you so much. Now, I did read that you translated as well some of the original episodes.
Well, no. I adapted the scripts. What we would do, what would happen is that we get the scripts in Japanese, line by line, character by character, and we had a translator who was an American. Paul Taylor, who was an American who had spent some time in Japan, so he knew English and Japanese, and he would give, what people call a straight or direct translation. I mean, the thing is that 4Kids is the company that did the show originally. Got a lot of criticism, especially from hardcore anime fans, and who wanted what they said. Just do a literal translation. Don't try to add jokes or change things. The thing is, I mean, when anybody's translating, it's an interpretation. I mean, individual words in a lot of languages have exactly one word for word correspondence with an English word or an Italian word or a Chinese word. But when you're stringing words together and you're getting nuances there, and different translators translate them differently. So Paul would translate as literal as he would understand it, and he would add sometimes notes if it was sometimes an allusion to something, some cultural allusion or whatever. And then it was my job to, number one, put that into a kind of vernacular that kids would recognize in the U.S. and English-speaking territories, Canada and Great Britain and other places. And then also try to match the lip flaps, which was really tough, especially in the beginning, because we didn't edit any lip flaps. And also to adapt the scripts, because, there were a lot of allusions to, there were a lot of Japanese puns, plays on word in Japanese that didn't make any sense, didn't make any sense when translated into English. There would be references to cultural or folkloric things that had no meaning outside the Japanese world, or to the very few, school kids in the U.S. and other English-speaking territories would have any idea what they meant. So I had to adapt jokes, I had to add jokes, I had to change jokes. And then there were visual puns too, where there would be the kids would do something, and all of a sudden they'd cut to a shot, and Ash, who was the lead character on the show, was in the traditional Japanese garb, kneeling on a pillow or throwing a pillow. What did that mean? So he had to find out what that meant, and to try to adapt that through the script to make some kind of sense as best as we could. So that was my job. But I don't speak Japanese, and unfortunately, it would be nice to be able to do that. I'm just really trying to hone my English, and that's been a lifelong thing so far.
All right, we do have a question from our chat. Sophia.
No, I hate that. I mean, I love that. Go ahead.
All right.
So Void asks.
My camera. The answer is I don't know.
Void asks, lip flaps, is that the technical term?
Did you hear that or no?
No, I did not.
Oh, he cannot hear me.
He can't hear Sophia. Okay. Void says lip flaps. Is that a technical term?
Boyd, that's none of your business. Actually, that's what we call them, flap. That's what I always called them, flaps.
Okay.
I don't know what the technical term is, but it was the first show that they did. Well, is that true? Not sure. First broadcast show that 4Kids did, and that's what I called them, the flaps.
Okay.
So that's the mouth movements to try to make. I mean, I did it very unsuccessfully. I mean, in later shows, like later on, many years later, I worked adapting scripts for one of the Yu-Gi-Oh series, a couple of your Yu-Gi-Oh series, one of the writers. And what I would do is, if there was something that needed to be said, whatever, or there was a certain attack or card play, whatever, I would say, edit out the last two flaps, and they could do that. But when we first started, there was virtually no editing of the show, with the exception of adding the Poke Rap and the Who's That Pokemon? And fans of the show remember that there'd be around a commercial break. There's Who's That Pokemon? And there'd be a graphic with a missing Pokemon, and then it would come back, it's Seal, and then Seal would say, Seal, or whatever it was. So, but there was no editing of that. The only other exception in that was if there was some kind of violence. First of all, this broadcast standards and practices of the individual stations and the station groups, the one thing they did not like were direct blows. Like if there was an episode, or more than one probably, where Misty would slap Ash. So in those instances, what we'd do is the editor would would go just up to the slab, and then there'd be like a splash page, like a impact page, and then you'd see Ash reeling with stars or with a big red mark or something. But we couldn't show physical violent contact between any of the characters. There was characters. Japanese had a different sensibility, as do a lot of other countries, and so. But that was one of the times that we did visual edits.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I remember.
You got more than you bargained for, right, Boyd?
Yeah.
I hope you're charging him for this.
Oh yeah, we will. Void is Sophia's boyfriend, so yeah, we always charge him.
Okay.
I remember reading an article that when Batman the Animated Series came out, they could not show Batman and Catwoman kissing because of the same thing.
Because it was too violent?
No, because because of Batman and Catwoman's.
Well, the thing is, maybe. I mean, my recollection is that was that a broadcast TV show or was that a cable show?
That was broadcast. That was on Fox.
It was on Fox. Okay, so that's probably true. Yeah, the thing is, 4Kids, which is the company that I eventually worked for, they originally hired a company that I had with a partner, Larry Juris, where we what they called localize, which would mean to adapt the Japanese or other anime or animated series from other countries. When they hired, we got that 4Kids got a lot of criticism because, you're censoring all the good stuff. Why don't you just let it go? Why do you guys have to take everything out that's good? The thing was, I don't want to sound defensive, although I am defending 4Kids. It really wasn't 4Kids' decision. 4Kids was supplying the show to the broadcast stations, and the broadcast stations were the ones that had the standards and practices. 4Kids didn't. I always had an internal broadcast and standard and practice. I wouldn't put things in the script that I thought were bad, and I certainly didn't put anything in the script intentionally that I thought that the broadcast standards and practices of Fox or CW, whatever was airing the shows, would object to, because we knew what the rules were. So it wasn't us, but 4Kids and the producers got a lot of flack for that, and it really wasn't. It was. I can understand people wanting to have the original, authentic, just the way the Japanese or whatever country created it. The thing is that wasn't our decision. That was the decision of the broadcasters. And also the standards for broadcast and cable are different. Broadcast is FCC and it's public airwaves, and they, have certain rules and regulations. Cable didn't have those. They had internal rules and regulations, but nothing that they could put anything on they wanted, really. And then, deal with the blowback from the viewers or the viewers' parents.
Cool. Now, you probably heard this question like a gazillion times.
Yeah, so don't ask it.
Were you surprised?
All right, go ahead. Gazillion and one.
All right. Were you surprised the show was going to be such a hit?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, the thing is, it was different. I saw the first episode and thought, I don't think it's going to last on the air 13 episodes because it was so different. The thing is, there had been anime series. Going back to when I was a kid, it was Astro Boy, Gigantor, Toboy the Eighth Man, I guess Kimba the White Lion. Then there was another wave of, Sailor Moon, Transformers, there was another one. What's the one that Eric Stewart loves so much? I can't remember. Anyway,
Star Blazer?
Battle of the Planets or something. Yes. I can't remember.
Yeah,
and so there were other shows, but this was it was dark. Not visually dark, although it was a dark thing. With the being attacked and protecting Pikachu, and it was just very different from. This was not Josie and the Pussycats. It was different. And plus, in television, most things, if you predict something is going to fail, you're usually right 90% of the time just because most things fail, But the thing that I didn't count on was the juggernaut of, two things: the juggernaut of the game, the synergy of the games and the cards and the TV show and eventually the merchandise, plus this special thing that Pokemon has that other shows didn't have, which is this, kids can become obsessed with details, usually not the details that their parents want them to be obsessed with, like how to do algebra or, American history, but with the minutia of all sorts of qualifications and abilities and powers of little critters that they can also play in a physical card game or, a digital game. And I think that sort of all coalesced and just gelled together in a very special, probably unique way so far. And now it's the number one intellectual property in the world. I've read several times, surpassing the Disney characters, surpassing Marvel, and, even Gumby.
Yeah,
So.
it's even... Well, yeah, Gumby's been around for a while.
I love Gumby. Gumby's, they try to revive. The thing is that these things are probably every few years they try to revive the Lone Ranger. They try to revive Lassie. The Gumby will be back.
You think so?
Yeah.
As claymation, like it
I've
was,
seen a
or
Gumby,
no. But they did the
cosplay.
same thing with Popeye. Now it's several years back, but they did a CG, a computer-generated Popeye, I think, and there's a Betty Boop musical on Broadway. The thing is, these things are in the public eye, and it's hard to think of new ideas. So people say, hey, remember Oswald the Rabbit? Why don't we do that? Hey, Felix the Cat, it's and they still put it on shirts. You can still buy all the merchandise. Mm-hmm. So yeah, these things come back all the time, and you watch I guarantee in the next 7 years, someone will try to revive Lassie. Not that there's anything wrong with Lassie, but in the heat, they may have to actually physically revive Lassie. It's very hot here in New York. So poor Lassie, give her a drink, but not too much.
Yeah, it's hot here in Western Massachusetts as well.
Right? It's really, really toasty.
Yes. Your con appearances, Rabbit fans.
Yeah, they need to get shots, a lot of them, because they've been bitten by small animals, especially out in Western Massachusetts, like west of Worcester, and there's a lot of little ferrets, and there's a couple of ermine farms over there. Yeah, they get foamy, and yeah.
Sophia, do you have any questions that I can translate over or
I guess
bring over?
my
Act
question.
them out, Sophia, and just
Can
mime
you
them,
see?
and
Can you
everyone
see
will
us?
see what you're doing.
Can you see Sophia or no?
No.
No.
Okay.
You can't.
So ask him, does he have a particular favorite Pokemon that he voices or
All right,
not voices?
Okay, Sophia wants to know, do you have a particular favorite Pokemon
Oh my gosh.
that you either voice or you do not voice?
Yeah, I think Psyduck is my favorite. Because he can be sad, sigh, and he can be, curious and puzzled, sigh, or angry, sigh, or just nutty and does his big attacks and all that kind of stuff. And even though he sounds kind of rough, he was a little bit easier to do than some of the other characters. Especially that had a lot of, I call them reacts, because they're not lines of dialogue, but they're just, I would put in the script angry react, or puzzled react, if it wasn't me doing it, so that the actor would have kind of an idea of what it would be. Because a lot of times the actors were seeing the scripts for the first time, and they would just come in and just do their lines. You'd have Tara Sands would come in and just do Bulbasaur. Okay, here's the time code. The editor goes there, or the engineer goes there, and okay, do a Bulbasaur. Well, I put in 2-second angry Bulbasaur, and then they do it. So, but I would say Psyduck was easy. Charmander wasn't so bad either, except that a lot of those big, loud attack reacts. So especially in the beginning episodes, I had to just do all of them in every episode that he did that, and there were quite a few in some of them. But then after a while, we would bank those reactions. So Ron London was one of the engineer and editors and mixers for the sound. And so he would have a bank like a short, angry, 1 second angry Charmander, 2 second angry Charmander, 3 second Charmander attack, sad Charmander, and then so I wouldn't have to do all of them. I mean, there were always episodes where you had to do a special one that was a particularly multiple little reacts or something, but that made the process a little bit easier, so that we didn't have to spend so much time recording in the studio, after we had a whole bank of a lot of Pokemon reacts.
Luis, I have something I could say. I would like to say that the part where Charmander was abandoned was like the saddest episode I've ever seen.
Sophia would like to add on that when Charmander was abandoned was the most saddest episode ever.
Yeah, and for some reason my performance was not recognized by the Academy for that. What? I don't know why. I think it was political. I think George Clooney was in some show that year, and they just, he had a lot of pull in Hollywood, and I didn't.
Okay, we have some chat questions.
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, great.
Guy wants to know, do you think Sophia could voice a Pokemon? I think.
No, I do not.
No.
I'm sorry. I have enough trouble getting jobs. I've been out of work for 12 years, so please don't. I don't need competition.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure she could. Let's hear one. I can't hear it, but I'm sure it's great.
I don't know what I don't have a voice.
Sophia says she does not have a voice.
Oh, that is not true. I spoke to her at the convention a week and a half ago, or last week.
Yeah, a week and a half. Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, she came. Okay. Guy comes back. And oh, geez, chat is blowing up right now.
It is.
Guy comes back and says a fluffy Pokemon with a messy Dingleberry.
I don't even want to go near that comment.
Wait, but I Dingleberried Psyduck. You can tell I Dingleberried him.
Oh, Sophia says she Dingleberried you at the con.
Did he forget?
And she has a doctor's. He said he has a doctor's appointment this Thursday. Oh. Okay. Tony must have. Okay.
Wait. Dark says, "Dios mío, Dinglepuff or Fluff." Dinglepuff.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, Dark. Tony says, "Do they keep the same voice actor for the full evolution line?"
I'm assuming, Tony, that you're asking if the person who does, let's say, Charmander also does Charizard, Charmeleon, and it's a question when it's kind of how you what your definition of they is. When I was working on the show, I was writing the episodes, and then eventually we got a lot of other writers, some that stuck with us, and some basically went insane. It just wasn't for them, and not insane, but it's a very specific thing, spending hours and hours and hours just trying to get the right number of syllables and trying to get a word that if their mouth is open at the end of the line, that it ends in a vowel or something. It really can. It's not for everybody. I'm not saying you have to be unbelievably talented like myself. No, but it's a specific thing that's not for everybody. It's like, being a shoe salesman. You have to have a certain knack for that, and using the shoehorn properly and all that stuff. That it's not for everybody. But anyway, what was the question? It was about half an hour ago. Oh, the same voice. Yeah. It depended. It wasn't. I can't remember. I do a podcast called Original Pokéman. I'm a tremendous procrastinator, and I've only done 8 episodes so far. I have about 201 of all the episodes that I worked on directly. I think it's about 209 altogether, and then the movies and games and stuff. So then the featurettes, I didn't add those in anyway. And I try to, I like to just listen to it because I believe I may have done Charmeleon, but it might have been Eric. I don't know. Charizard, the original Charizard, was an effect, but just as an example. But we didn't have a rule that said, if Tara Sands does Bulbasaur, she would have to do Venusaur as well. In fact, I did Venusaur, and then there's the last one. I can't remember the last evolution is, I don't know, Cankersaur, or I don't remember. But that was a joke. No, there was no hard and fast rule. you know, a lot of the actors, we hired actors who were versatile, who could do Pokemon voices, who could do various human voices, like Eric did, eventually did James and Brock, plus a whole Squirtles and a whole bunch of other Pokemon. Rachel Lillis, who sadly passed away, and it was a huge loss to the history of the show, but she was Misty and also Jessie, and also did a bunch of Pokemon as well. So it was good for them because they got a lot of, they got more work if they could do more things. And it was good for us because we had to try to retain the people that we hired, because we wanted to, you know, have to have the people have the same voice. We didn't want to have to change voices, although occasionally we had to because people left and got other jobs. So to answer your question, Tony, it wasn't a rule, but it happened a lot, but not all the time. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. Boy, I could have saved about 45 minutes if I just said that. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, we just posted.
But imagine you'd have to do two shows if I answered that question.
Well, we're definitely going to have you back on after we fix your laptop and get.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea you were that desperate, but okay.
Hey, we bumped another guest for you. All right. Yeah. We just posted a link for your.
That person is saying they bumped me for this.
We just posted a link. We just posted a link up for your podcast to be found on Spotify. We are going to take a break. We've got to pay some bills, Mike. So just chill out for a quick second. I still want you on the line. Sophia we're gonna do unboxing with Sophia.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's time for unboxing with Sophia. That new graphic. What you think of that new graphic there, sister?
That was sick. I liked it.
That was sick. All right.
Beautiful. Unbox a Denmarkian.
Unbox a Denmarkian.
I already did that.
Hey, hey! You already did that. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I had to.
All right, CA Square Collectibles brings us unboxing with Sophia.
All right,
are you all ready? Okay, pack number 1.
Packs, 3 Pokemon packs. All 3 are Crown Zenith. Okay.
Crown Venus, you said?
Crown
Zenith. All right, Mike, we are unboxing Crown Zenith.
Pokemon cards.
I have a chill going up and down my spine. It could be because I have the AC turned up too high. I'll adjust that while you're unboxing the next one.
Okay.
Ready? All right, we got Snorunt. Rockruff. Tangela. Baltoy. Galarian
These are
Meowth.
all cities in Western Massachusetts.
Yes, they are all cities in Western Massachusetts.
Okay, Galarian Meowth. Meowth.
Meow.
A reverse hollow Bidoof. Let me just throw the cards.
And she just threw the cards, Mike.
That was a wise decision.
She's so excited to have you.
This is a good one. We got a.
Well, I'm excited to be here. I'm sorry. I really feel badly the camera thing didn't work out. I usually need about 6 months to figure that stuff out.
Well, we're going to figure it out for the next time you're on. She had a crushing hammer, a gloom. And we had a big money card, but I couldn't see what it was. Friends of what the hell? Of Friends of Sinnoh card. He said, "Oh."
That's a fraternal lodge, I believe. It's like the Moose or the Lions Club, I think, or the Elks.
Oh my! All right, hold up. Pack number 2, real quick.
All right, pack number 2.
Pancham.
A Pancham.
Switch.
A Switch.
Snorunt.
Larvesta.
Tangela. Whoa! It's a
big money.
It's a shiny Charizard reverse hollow. That is
reverse hollow. A reverse hollow shiny Charizard.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay, pay attention, child. She's freaking out over the card.
Lycanroc.
A Lycanroc.
What the heck is that?
It's a black Pokemon ball. Oh, it says star. Okay.
V-Star.
V-Star. A Pinchurin.
Girafarig.
A
And
Girafarig.
Diggerduo.
And a Diggenduo. And last
And
pack.
last one. Dude, I'm excited for that Radiant Charizard. Okay. Halip. This is the one I always screw up.
I know that's the name you can't say, so I'm not even going to attempt to say that one.
Hello.
Okay.
Tile. Wooloo.
A Wooloo.
Shinx.
A Shinx.
Pancham.
Pancham.
Snowrunt.
Snorunt.
Reverse Hollow
A
Emolga.
reverse hollow Emowig.
Galarian Purseeker.
Furseeker.
Solrock.
Solrock.
Ooh, Lunatone. We got the
A Lunatone.
And Trekking Shoes.
A trekking shoe. Once again, this week's unboxing is brought to you by CH Square Collectibles, 121 Jewett City, at the Slater Hill Mall. Thank you very much, Sophia.
Yeah. Mango
That was
coming in.
sensational. I was hoping for a 1966 Sandy Koufax, but I guess better luck next time.
So Mango looked up the card. He says if it has a PSA 10 grading, it could go around $50 or anything lower than 10 drops.
Wow. One of our moderators had that Charizard that Sophia pulled is a $50 card.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yes, very much so. Hey, we got to pay one more bill. Mike, I'm having so much fun with you, and time is just like squeezing
Fun.
by. We have another bill that we have to pay. This time it's question of the week. We'll explain that in 1 second. Question of the week is brought to you by Alternate Universe LLC, where every Wednesday is New Comic Book Day, just like it is at all your local comic book shops. And yes, I just dissed Sophia big time because she thought it was going to be Quiz with Quinzel. And that's the next segment. But anyway, question of the week. Since Mike, you are our guest, you're going to answer the question number 1 first.
Uh-oh.
So, question number 1, Mike.
Yes.
And then I will let you know Sophia's answer. But question number 1, Mike. You know the secret of the universe. It is not 42. What is it?
I have to put this in the form of an answer, I guess. I know the secret of the universe. It is not 42.
Yes. What is it?
What is it? It's fortitude. That's the secret. You must have fortitude. So you're only one off.
Okay. All right, but that's kind of a scapegoat answer. But
Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. Void chat comes in. It says cheese.
I have no idea what that means.
Cheese. It means cheese.
It means cheese. It's cheese. Sophia, does he get to lift lines? Okay, he says.
Oh, life.
Oh, life. Does he get to lift life? Okay, there you go. That's good. Sophia, you know the secret of the universe. It is not 42, and I'm sure Mike gets the reference. What is it?
It's not cheese. It's cake.
It's not. It's cake. Ooh, what type of cake?
Cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake. Yes. Oh, 2 lifelines. Oh, okay. Dark says 2 lifelines. So you're saying that the secret of the universe is cake. Okay. All right. Mike, question number 2.
I think I've entered an alternate universe. I do not know I have no idea what anyone is talking about, which is perfect for me. Hit me with number 2.
All right. Hit you. Oh, hold on.
So to speak.
Okay.
Wait, what's your answer, Lewis?
Happiness is the secret of the universe. Happiness.
What
But wait a minute. Well, it's not 42. What does that mean?
Hitchhiker's got a secret to the universe.
Oh, I never read the book. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, okay. Now it makes some sense. Yes, I get it. Oh, good. Okay. I learned something.
Okay.
There's no charge for that, is there?
No,
Okay.
not at all. All right. Question number 2.
Ready.
What is the stronger color, pink or lavender? What is the stronger color, pink or lavender?
Pink is stronger.
Pink is stronger. Good answer. Sophia, what is the stronger color, pink or lavender?
I'm going to go pink since it's in my hair.
Pink, because it's in her hair. All right. Chat says purple. Void. That's got to be lavender. And Mango says lavender. I'm going to go with lavender too, because that was Macho Man Randy Savage's favorite color. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. And Joe McDonald, Brother Joe, comes in and says plaid. Ben Hellman says pink. How come no one else is like asking about the secret of the universe? Because I said no 42. I don't know. And Guy says participation strength can also depend on context, shade, and individual preference. And Dark says purple. All right. So now, how are we going to do this? All right. We have one more bill. We have one more bill to pay, Mike.
Speed run.
And speed run. It is now time for Quiz with Quinn.
Turn it up!
It's now time for Quiz with Quimsel.
That was interesting.
Yes, that is the only two possibilities.
You've covered it.
Yes, but sometimes Sophia gives us an easy question, but lately she's been stumping the champ. Sophia,
all right. I'm going to read a
Quinzel.
question. You got to answer correctly. What is the name of the region of the first generation in the Pokemon series?
Ooh, I have no idea. All right, Mike, what is the repeat that slowly since Mike cannot hear you.
What is the name of the region?
What is the name of the region
of the first generation?
Of the first generation
in the Pokemon series.
In the Pokemon series.
Well, that's the Kanto.
Got it.
I'm gonna go with my buddy Mike. My name is Jeff.
I would like to phone a friend.
I like to phone a friend. I have no idea. You stumped me again.
Yay.
Yes. Once again, you win. And the Kanto region is what Guy said. And no, So Mike, how'd you know that answer?
Well, I worked on the show. Remember why I'm here? Are you okay, Lewis? I think he may be rabid. Is he foaming?
Oh, yes, I am. I'm definitely.
I'm concerned. He might have an ermine. Is he been near an ermine farm anytime? I'm going to ask him this at the hospital, so you better have the answers.
Oh my
That's
God,
awesome.
that was a good comeback. Thank you so much. And yes, our fans are coming in with Kanto and
Mandalorian cosplayer. You probably bump into them all the time. They're the Mandalorian Pokemon mashups.
So, out of all the other shows that you work on, Mike, what is actually your favorite show?
Oh, that's a tough one. Before I did, we worked on Pokemon. I did a show called. It wasn't a series, but it was a series, 3 annual specials, 3 annual 2-hour specials called the Horror Hall of Fame. Each one was hosted by Robert Englund, who was Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And we got to do it out at Universal Studios in Hollywood. And we had we had Anthony Perkins was on it, Janet Leigh, we had Alfred Hitchcock's daughter, we had the Crypt Keeper was the co-host, and so we honored a lot of people in the horror genre. We had Bela Lugosi's grandson, we had Boris Karloff's daughter. I drove around in a golf cart around the Universal lot, and the high point of that was I was a big fan of Mad magazine when I was a kid, and before they did Mad, William Gaines, who was the publisher, had done comic books like Tales from the Crypt and other related titles, and so we awarded him because of those EC horror comics, and that was a big high point. And I got to interview him, and he never did. He wouldn't do these things, but he came out to California. He was wearing a tuxedo, and he thanked us. And he died the following year, and I got a very lovely note from his wife, and she said that had been a high point of his career. Finally getting, it was a TV show. I mean, it wasn't really any official thing, but he really felt vindicated. That was anybody who's into comic books from that period will know that was a very difficult time for comic books, especially horror comic books, and William Gaines went before a congressional hearing and everything. Yeah. And I think that vindication of that was meaningful to him. And being such a huge fan of Mad Magazine when I was a kid, that was a high point for me. And but as far as animated series, I worked on obviously on Pokemon and the movies of Pokemon, and then I worked on Kirby Right Back at You, which is another game property, and then Sonic X. And we did a very brief series called F-Zero, which is also based on a racing game.
Yep.
And we did an original series. You do? Yeah. Strange series to me. Then we did an original called Chaotic, which was 3 seasons, which also had a card game connected. But the last one I worked on was a Korean show called Tai Chi Chasers. And I thought it was kind of an interesting story. And the first season ended on a cliffhanger. And then they canceled it. The show wasn't renewed for us. And I never found out what happened to the protagonist there, and I always wondered. I mean, I don't constantly wonder. I occasionally, from time to time, wonder. But I thought that show was a good show, And by that time, I had kind of, was kind of used to writing the shows a little bit. I mean, we had other writers on it too, certainly, and another director. But I directed a couple of beginning episodes and cast it and everything. And I thought that was a good, solid show, but didn't continue for a lot of seasons.
All right, before we wrap up. Before Sophia said interesting. Before we wrap up, I do have one other Pokemon related question, and then we're gonna have you tell everyone where they can find you, what your next con appearance is, and everything.
Okay.
But what's the one Pokemon that you absolutely hate? Sophia's laughing.
Jinx.
Jinx.
And she's laughing. Mr. Mime was horrible too.
What's that?
Oh my gosh, Mr. Mime. Oh, you know what? Don't wait a minute. Jinx was just problematic. Let's put it that way. Mr. Mime was annoying, but the one that I really disliked, somewhat actively disliked, was Wobbuffet, because Wobbuffet came up, I think, in the 3rd season. The way we did the seasons, I think it was slightly different in Japan, but it's a long time ago. I don't exactly remember. But Wobbuffet, Sophia, I can't hear you, but you know Wobbuffet? Is she nodding? Yes.
She's laughing. You can
Wobbuffet,
see
the reason why Wobbuffet was bad was because, and I don't remember what it was, but someone on your chat will know, I'm sure, or someone who emails you later on or texts you later on. The whole Wobbuffet thing, it meant something in Japanese, and so he's Wobbuffet. I didn't do the voice, Wobbuffet, and it just was like this complete, because it meant something in Japanese, it alluded to something, or Wobbuffet, I don't even remember. It meant something in Japanese, so it was a lot of times the punchline. But the thing is, we had Wobbuffet, it didn't mean anything, and it was just like a total non sequitur. I don't know what the kids made of it. It was just, I didn't like Wobbuffet. Every time I saw Wobbuffet, it was like,
That's too funny.
Yeah, Sophia said it's very funny. With all the technical difficulties.
And you froze.
Invite you back. Just answer.
Oh, great! Thank you. It was fun. It was fun meeting Sophia at EC3Con. Everybody was great up there. You mentioned upcoming things. I'm going to be in NostalgiaCon in New Orleans in November. I have appearances in Erie, Pennsylvania, Mississippi coming up in July. I have one up in Tarrytown at this trading card game show up there. If you go to my Instagram, which is Michael and then _Haigney, Haigney. Just go there and like everything, because I like to think I'm popular, and it gives me the little ego gratification I can achieve electronically. And so anyway, just follow there, and I always post in advance where I'm going to be. But I just want to thank Sophia and to you, Louis, for having me on. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm still trying to set the clock on my VHS machine, so it's really a challenge for me. But and I hope we can do it it again. I'll try to think of or make up some interesting things because I'm just about tapped out of this hour. But look, thank you all the people at the conventions. They're always so great and always so nice, and it's so great to meet you. And if you come to one of the conventions, just if you don't want to buy an autograph, that's totally okay. Just come up and say hi. Handshakes are free, and I love to talk to the fans. And thank everybody, not only just you and Sophia Lewis, but all the fans that have watched and followed the show and have followed me and my what do you call it, podcast. Thank you for all the years. It's really been a big part of my life, and I know that from what I've heard, it's been a big part of your life too. I was lucky enough to be connected with it, so thank you so much.
Yay.
Thank you, Mike. Hey, that's all we got, Mike. We're gonna let you go, and
okay, great.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, and I'll read my the instruction manual on my laptop, and I'll try to figure it out.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, that's all we got for this week. We'll see you guys next week when we're going to be talking about a great big comic book that Sophia and I have to read. And don't forget, July 3rd, Western Massachusetts, New England areas. Make sure you look up. Nerd Wars is back. Sophia and I, Superman edition. 93.9 The River. We're going to be on with Steve Sanderson, Nighttime Will, talking all about Superman on 93.9 The River. Look up. Hey, I'm Lewis, and who are you?
Sophia Cormier.
And we're both going to be around Western Massachusetts this Saturday. We're going to be walking around where we're going to be doing some stuff, and maybe we're going to be filming some stuff. But hey, make sure you see us around. Make sure you say hi. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.